for Internet Day 2026, securing your digital identity. In 2026, your digital identity is a high-value target for industrial-scale predator swarms. As perfect deepfakes shatter traditional trust, survival requires a zero-trust agency and cryptographic provenance. Today, we architect the 2026 roadmap for total identity fortification. Welcome to the front lines of 2026. Today, we are dissecting the strategies needed to protect your digital soul against perfect deepfakes and autonomous predator swarms. Identity is the new perimeter. In this era of synthetic theft, we must move beyond firewalls to an immune system built on NIST CSF 2.0 principles. Our first pillar is digital provenance. We utilize the C2PA standard to cryptographically verify that content is authentic and hasn't been tampered with by rogue AI. C2PA acts as a digital manifest. It provides an immutable record of where content originated, ensuring that your biological identity remains distinct from synthetic clones. Next, we integrate the verifiable digital credentials ecosystem. VDCs allow you to prove your identity without exposing sensitive private data to potentially compromised third-party databases. Think of a VDC as a high-security digital badge. You can prove your professional status or age while keeping your actual documents locked in a local vault. This brings us to the threat of synthetic identity theft. Attackers now use fragments of your data to build Frankenstein personas that can act in your name. To counter this, we implement multi-factor liveness checks. These are not static scans, they are dynamic challenges that prove a real human is behind the screen. A liveness check might require you to follow a random light pattern with your eyes. This disrupts the predictive rendering loops of even the most advanced deepfakes. In 2026, we follow the zero-trust agency model. We assume every digital signal is a deepfake until it passes our rigorous liveness and provenance verification protocols. Hardware-bound security keys are your primary physical anchor. These devices ensure that your private keys never leave the hardware, making remote phishing attacks mathematically impossible. We are shifting from reactive security to proactive governance as code. Your identity policies are now enforced by automated systems that neutralize threats at the speed of light. The NIST AI Risk Management Framework is our gold standard. It provides the technical protocols for securing AI systems against adversarial prompts and model extraction attacks. We must also focus on digital resilience. This means building systems that can detect, respond, and recover from identity breaches without human intervention or catastrophic data loss. Predator swarms use AI to find vulnerabilities. We counter this with AI-on-AI defense, where your personal security agent monitors for behavioral anomalies 24/7. Data sovereignty is a critical component. By keeping your digital DNA, your voice and face samples, on local encrypted hardware, you deny attackers the raw materials for clones. The 2026 landscape requires post-quantum security. We are transitioning to encryption algorithms that can withstand the processing power of the next generation of supercomputers. Protecting your digital persona is a strategic mandate. If your identity is compromised, your professional reputation and financial assets are at the mercy of the swarm. We utilize NIST threat intelligence to stay ahead of AI-driven phishing. These automated attacks use your social data to craft the perfect, unblockable social engineering hook. Trust is no longer a feeling, it is a cryptographic proof. If a message cannot prove its provenance via C2PA, it is discarded by your local firewall. Your digital wallet is the new command center. It holds your VDCs, hardware keys, and encrypted persona data, all protected by local-only biometric liveness verification. We are moving toward ambient security. Your environment constantly verifies your identity through micro-interactions, ensuring that your sessions are always authenticated and never hijacked. Zero-trust architectures in manufacturing and high-tech sectors are now standard. Every sensor and agent must prove its identity before it can influence the production line. Modernizing legacy systems is the hardest part of the 2026 roadmap. We must wrap old infrastructures in a new layer of agentic, identity-aware security protocols. The ROI of identity fortification is clear. You avoid the catastrophic costs of identity theft and gain the strategic edge of being a trusted digital partner. Safe Internet Day 2026 is about more than awareness. It is about the technical implementation of the tools that will define your digital survival. By adopting VDCs, you minimize your data footprint. This reduces the attack surface available to hackers who target centralized databases for identity harvesting. Multi-factor authentication is evolving. We now look for behavioral biometrics, the unique way you type or move your mouse, as a secondary, invisible layer of proof. Identity theft in 2026 is industrial. It is powered by botnets that can simulate thousands of human interactions per second to overwhelm traditional security gates. Your best defense is a proactive persona vault. This encrypted space stores your most sensitive digital assets and only opens when your physical hardware key is present. We must also consider the global south. AI for Good initiatives are working to bring these identity protections to the global south to prevent mass digital exploitation. Trustworthy AI standards are now legally mandated in many regions. Your enterprise agents must comply with transparency rules to prove they aren't mimicking human users. The convergence of AI and cybersecurity is absolute. You cannot have one without the other. Security is the foundation upon which all AI innovation is built. Strategic insights from Gartner suggest that by late 2026, 80% of identity breaches will involve some form of synthetic mimicry or deepfake bypass. To stay ahead, we must adopt the vigilant architect mindset. We assume the system is already breached and design our identity layers to isolate the damage. Provenance is the ultimate truth teller. When every pixel can be verified, the power of the deepfake is neutralized, and we return to a baseline of reality. Liveness checks are becoming more subtle. Your device might use infrared sensors to check for blood flow in your face, a detail AI cannot yet replicate. This technical rigor is the only way to maintain your competitive edge. In a world of fakes, the authentic professional is the one who wins the contract. We are building the immune system of the internet. It is a decentralized cryptographic network where identity is sovereign and privacy is a default setting. The 2026 roadmap is a journey from vulnerability to fortification. It starts with a hardware key and ends with a fully orchestrated, autonomous digital persona. Insider alerts remind us that manufacturing and critical infrastructure are the primary targets for identity-based attacks. We must secure the human element to protect the machine. Identity-on-identity defense is a constant loop. Your security AI learns from every attempt, refining its liveness models to stay one step ahead of the predators. Digital trust insights from PwC show that organizations that prioritize identity security see a 40% increase in customer loyalty and long-term brand equity. The age of the sovereign persona has arrived. You are the architect of your digital soul. Do not leave the gates open for the predator swarms. Use this roadmap to audit your current stack. If you lack hardware keys or VDC support, you are operating with a target on your back in 2026. Knowledge is the first layer of defense. By understanding the mechanics of provenance and liveness, you become a harder target for the identity hunters. Stay vigilant, keep your keys close, and never stop fortifying your digital perimeter. The future belongs to those who own their identity. The 2026 identity revolution is here. Secure your soul, power your future. Let's build a safer, more authentic internet together. Knowledge is power. Mastering the 2026 roadmap doesn't stop here. For our Spanish-speaking innovators and deep dives into Europe and Latin American tech landscape, join our sister hub at Experto Tech. Knowledge is power, in every language, channel powered by generative AI architecture.